Hi Drastic Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're going to draw Queen Anna from Frozen. So let's get started. To draw Queen Anna, let's first start by drawing her face. So I'm going to come right here and draw basically the bottom of a U. It's going to be a little bit straighter over here, and then we're going to start to bring it down. So same thing on the other side. So about right here. A little bit straighter and then connect it. So with Queen Anna here compared to the one I just drew of Elsa, Anna's face is a little bit thinner. So I'm just making her face right here not as round as the one I did for Elsa. So about right there, then the center, I'm just going to start to bring it up. Okay, so something like that, just basic bottom of a U. From there, we're going to start in this area where we started, and we're going to start to draw the eyes. So for this eye, I'm drawing it kind of like how Elsa is, how Disney drew it. And I wanted to show you kind of this anime eye style. So about right here towards the edge, and give myself a point. And from here, I'm going to start with a curve and bring it down. About right here. So then I'm just going to come to the other side and draw the other side. Come to this side and draw the other side. Bring it nice and low. And I'm just going to give myself some space and then hop on over to this side and do the same thing. So I just wanted to get these curves in so I know where to set my eyes. I'm going to start drawing. Since the eyes are so important in this drawing, right? So I got the two curves in. Then from there, let's work on this one. So now it's nice and even right here. We're going to come back to this area and I'm going to come straight down. So a little bit straighter, and then it's going to curve in. So a little bit straighter about right there. I'm going to start to curve it in. And at the bottom, you can go a little bit lighter if you like. So same thing over here, I wanted to show you. So go straight down, and then about right here, you can start to curve to bring it in. There. And then let's come inside, and we're gonna draw the inside part right here. So towards this edge, I'm gonna come in here and draw a curve. So it's like drawing an oval or circle inside. Just bring it in. And same thing over here. Okay, so then come on the inside right here, and we're going to draw another circle that's going to be darkened in black. If you don't have a whiteout pen or white marker pen, what you can do for the highlight is come in here and draw the highlight first. So I'm going to put the highlights going on to the right side. So then with this highlight, come in this area and then just draw in another circle right in the center, and then shade this part in. So this is only if you don't have a whiteout pen or a marker, a white marker pen. So that way you can have a highlight in there. So same thing right here. Just draw in your highlight first, and then come in and draw the center circle. That's going to be black, and shade it in. And it looks really creepy because we haven't finished yet. You have this weird highlight right here. But I'll show you how to color it in nice and with the blues to bring it to life. So before we do that though, let's come up here, and I'm going to come to the top. And it's kind of like drawing her lashes, but since it's so small and delicate, I'm just going to come in here and thicken this part up rather than just drawing lashes, because you won't really see it. So the goal is to just make this top part here thicker. And round that part off. And same thing over here. So it's like lashes. So if you like, you can go like this, or you can just make it thicker and bring it in. It's all up to you. And you smooth out the area. And then you have the eyes in. So from there, let's come to the top, and in this area right here, very close to the eye, I'm going to draw her brow. So say about right here, not too far up, about right here. I'm going to come up with a soft curve and just thicken it up. And same thing over here. So say about right here. Just a soft curve, soft arc, and bring it in. And then come down, and in this area we're going to give her a sweet smile. So say about right here. Just going to go a soft curve that goes up and cap it off. And then when you're coloring, you can add freckles and a little dark triangular spot right here for her nose if you like. Okay, so then from there, let's come up. And like I said, I'll come back later to show you how to finish up the eyes. I wanted to finish the drawing first. So let's bring this up, and we're going to go straight up above her brow. So we're going to go past her brow. And say about right there, we're going to start to draw her bangs. So I'm going to come right here with one curve, and we're going to start to zigzag back and forth, really close to her brow. And we're going to go up with another curve. Come back down for a bigger strand, and we're going to bring it all the way over here. So all the way back over to this side. About right there, and then we're going to split off about right here and draw two more strands. 1 and 2. And from this part right here, we're going to curve it up. And on this side, we're just going to bring it up a curve. Okay, so then from there, we're going to just connect this to make it separate part of her, where her bangs are, and then the back of her hair. So about right there, I'm going to go ahead and connect it with a curve. And then let's see here. Now we can start to build the braids that are around her hair. So let's come about right here. I'm going to start where the eye is, kind of in the center. And I'm going to start with one curve. And then in this area, I'm going to tuck in her ear. And same thing on this side, since we're working on the ears. So same thing. We're going to curve out. And her ears. So about right here. So we just want to make sure we have our ears in. And then from there, we're going to start to draw all the curves that go around. So I'm going to start right here and pop out one. And I'm just going to start to go around her head. So let's just keep going. Go up. I know it looks really weird again, right? But it'll all come together once we put in the curves. So we're just going to come around. And then on this side, it's going to be a little bit thinner on this side, not as wide. So about right there, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle my way back to this curve right there. And then you can come in here and just finish it off. Just add a little curve right here to finish off for the rest of her hair. Okay, so now that you've put in these curves in, here's what you need to do to make them look like braids are going around. For every dip that you come in, so let's say this one right here, we're going to start to bring it up. And this one's going to come, we're just bringing all these curves back into her hair. So I'm just gonna go like that, and then this one, let's see, this one might curve in. So now we're just adding some volume to these braids right here, so right here. There. So on this side, it's more of, just imagine there's this center, just everything is curving in to create these braids. Okay, so then on this side, just gonna lightly kind of tuck everything in towards the center. And that's it. That's pretty much it for simplified version of her hair. Okay, so then from there, let's draw her beautiful crown. So right in the center, let's find the center of her face, her head. So then I'm just gonna say about right here. Give myself a point right in the center. And then from there, I'm going to simplify the crown and just draw the peaks. So come down with 2 curves. So just make sure you're nice and centered. And then from there, you're going to have that main one, and then we're going to draw, say, 3 that are coming down and getting smaller. So just angle it, and it's going to get shorter and smaller as you come down. So same exact thing on this side. Just angle it out a little bit as you come down. And one more. And then inside, in between right here, you can just add some curves just to fill up the space. Just simplify the crown. And then in the center right here is going to be this design I just want to show you. It's just kind of like drawing a leaf right in the center. And then right here is the 2 leaves that come out. So I just want to show you, hopefully you can see that, but I'll draw a bigger version of it later. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that really quickly for all these. So you can barely see it because it's so small. So it's just an indication of the design inside the crown here. There. Okay. So then from there, we can finally work on her body. Let's come to the center, and we're going to give her a neck. From there, let's bring out her shoulders. So I'm going to bring this down, curve it out, but right there, and bring it down. There, 2 shoulders. And so I'm going to imagine her armpit's going to be about right, let's say about right here. I'll just give myself a point, both sides. And from there, I'm going to slightly angle it in, just very slightly on both sides. And that's, before I finish the rest of that, let's come back up here, and I'm going to give her her neckline. So about right here, you're going to add in a curve, and you're going to go straight across for this beautiful dress, and then back up. And just since I'm here, I'm just going to come in here really quickly and give it a little edge for some detail. And then, let's see, now we can start to work on her dress. So let's bring this down a little bit more. Give her waist. And about right there, I'm going to go ahead and connect this. But before I do that, since I'm using a Sharpie, I'm just going to come in this area on the side and pop in this circle for a little design detail. And then I'll go in there and connect it. If you're using a pencil, just go ahead and make this curve first, and then come in here, we're going to add another curve. So then from there, we can start to draw her the bottom of her dress. Just pop this out. And let's keep going. So we're going to bring this all the way down. Okay, so then before we finish the rest of her dress, let's come back and draw her arms so we kind of know how far to bring this down. So I'm just going to imagine her body. So her arms, her hands should be about this area. So I'm going to start to bring this down. I'm going to tuck this in, curve it in a little bit, and then pop it out. So like I said, about this area, I'm going to pop in her hands. About right there. She has long sleeves, so then bring this in. And then right here, a little thumb and her hand, fingers. So same exact thing on this side. Bring this in, tuck it in, and then out. So once again, I'm just going to drag this point across so I know approximately where to end. Cut it off, and her thumb. And fingers. There, just a simplified version. Okay, so then from there, now you know her arms are here. I can bring this dress down. And I'm going to bring it all the way about. Let's keep going. So I want to thank you, cuties, for all your love for my new Elsa drawing with her hair down. And because I drew that, you guys highly requested I draw Queen Anna right here. So thank you for that. And I hope you love my Queen Anna as much as my Elsa with her hair down in the white dress. Okay, so about right there, I'll stop. And in this area right here where this circle is, this button, I'm going to separate where her skirt is. So right here, I'm going to bring in a curve and I'm going to start to separate it. I'm going to bring this down. Now, let's bring it all the way. So I'm just going to curve it in here. And then I'm going to split it, so say about right here. Just going to bring this down. I know these drawings tend to be a little bit complicated, and I hope I'm making it easy for you to follow along and draw. And okay, so we got the two sides in. Now come in between, and we're just going to wiggle our way across. For the inside of her dress. And then now let's draw in some details right here. So for her dress, right here is going to be a little split. So about right here in this area, I'm going to bring in a curve that comes down. And then about right here, I'll split it. And then there's going to be some beautiful detail right here. And I can probably put in this circle. But I'll show you how to do the rest of that later. Because I don't want to muddle it with a Sharpie. But you want to give all this right here a little edge. And there's a little edge right here as well. And also on the skirt part right here. Okay, So then from there, let's come to the side right here. I'm going to start to draw her cape. So kind of about right here, I'm going to start to drape this curve that comes close to her hand. And about right there, I'm going to start to wiggle down. So I'm going to come in with a curve, come out and wiggle back out. So then let's finish in some details. So right here, I'm going to angle a line that connects to that. And then right where her hand is, I'm going to put in a curve right there. And then you can add some detail. So right here, if your curve doesn't go all the way in too much, you can come in here and put in another angle. And I'm going to give this a little edge and an edge right here. So let's draw the same thing on the other side. So come about right here, and once again, we're just going to bring this down. All the way in, so about the same area, but right here I'm going to start to wiggle my way down. I'm just going to make sure I'm about the same level on the other side and wiggle down. And then once again, let's come in here for the details. Bring in this angle, connect it, and right here wiggle and drape it right there. And since, once again, let's put in a little angle right here. Okay, so we're done with the back, and let's see. So in terms of her skirt right here, it's a bunch of pleats. It's all these lines. So I just wanted to show you when you're coloring it, how you can add in these lines. So I'm just going to start with this one. And I'm just going to start to get wider, and it's going to curve as you come out. So that's the goal. I just wanted to show you. Definitely do this when you're coloring it, so with a darker aqua color rather than the black, so it's not so harsh. But if you wanted to add in all these details, you definitely could. But just imagine everything is just kind of spreading outwards. And I'm not going to go all the way through because at the bottom here, there's some of these flower details that I wanted to show you how to draw. So it's right here, some flower detail, and right here as well. So I'm going to come to the side and just show you really quickly. So like the crown detail, it's basically a leaf. There's like a center color right there in the leaf, or flame, if you like to call it that. And then the leaf, it comes right under. So something like that would be in the crown. And then in this area right here, it's just kind of like grain wheat. So it's just this pattern. And then it just kind of drapes. Imagine it coming down. So about another one right there. And another one. And then at the bottom would be kind of like another leaf. And then at the bottom right here, there's going to be this pattern if you like to add it in towards the ends. It's just, once again, another leaf kind of, and then the top part, the bottom part with the leaves going like this. And then on the top of this is going to be a circle and then a smaller circle. So that would be the pattern that you can add right here when you're coloring it. And other than that, we are pretty much done, except like I said, I wanted to show you how you would color. So for Anna, her eyes are blue. And before I do that, I'm gonna come here and fix my circle a little bit. And so you want to add, you want to get 2 shades of blue if possible. And you want to start with your lightest blue. Or you can have color pencil, it's all up to you, whatever you have. So you have to start off with the lighter blue shade all around. And then come in with your darker blue or a darker color pencil. And you make the top parts darker. And then you can kind of give it a little edge right here. But the goal, once again, is to always leave this bottom part the lightest, whatever color you use. And the top parts are always nice and dark. So you can come to the edge, blend it in a little bit. But like I said, once again, the most important part is that the top is dark and the bottom is light. And then you can always come in here with your Sharpie or your black marker and do any fixes you need. Make the top part darker if you like. And since I have a whiteout pen, I'm going to come in here and just make this highlight a little bit bigger, more prominent. So there, that is pretty much it for my new version of Queen Anna, and hopefully you love how it turned out and I made it easy for you to follow along. Thanks so much for watching, and if you loved it, please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.